Been a lot of political announcements made from the Kennedy compound over the decades. This is the most recent with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is a third-party candidate, making an announcement from his home here on the compound. At first, he came out and made a short statement, and he wanted to talk about President Biden.
I want to begin by commending President Biden for a career in public service, for a long, long career and representing and serving our country, and for his handling of the many difficulties and challenges, personal challenges and tragedies that he suffered during his life with so much admirable conduct and the empathy that he derived from those experiences, that he was always proficient.
After saying a few nice words about President Biden, it then turned into more of kind of a campaign stump for Robert Kennedy Jr. He talked about a variety of topics, but when he started to end, he did want to talk about the latest news today. Of course, President Biden stepping down as the nominee, but it's unclear who will be the nominee. There's been a lot of support in back of Vice President Kamala Harris, but we asked him about the situation that he tweeted out earlier today, that he's hoping for a more neutral polling process in Chicago next month among Democrats, and that it should not be a coronation of Kamala Harris. He spoke further about that. He also talked about he is the only candidate in the race that can beat Donald Trump head-to-head, but he often was critical of the networks for not allowing him to join that debate thus far. It's unclear if he will moving forward once the Democrats have a nominee along with Donald Trump. It would be interesting to see if Robert F. Kennedy was part of the debate, but he's not counting on that happening. But the latest is from the Kennedy compound, Robert F. Kennedy commending President Biden for stepping aside.